All righty then, boys and girls, it's that time of day again, 3:15 in the morning. And I'm going to tell you, good night of living. Them coyotes were out here like you wouldn't believe this morning, running around. The donkeys were going insane. Got a surprise for you down in the shop this morning. So let's go down here, get everything turned on, get the heater going, and then we're going to get in today's episode. A little bit of frost out this morning. Boy, I hate it that that's coming. Good night. All righty then. Let's get over here and see what we got going on. Good deal. Come on, old girl. Come on. There you go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. And boy, do I have a good episode for you today. I've been so looking forward to this for the last few weeks. Well, the time is now. So anyway, I'm going to flip you around, show what we got real quick, but this thing is insane. I've always wanted to build kind of like a dirty type rat rod project, something that we can, get the proper mechanics in, a good engine, good transmission, doll up the interior just to tickle, and then just drive it around to the grocery store, take it up, get something to eat. Well, it is here. It's going to take a little bit of work on our part, but hey, that's fine. We can build it here together on BRG, right? So anyway, welcome back to the channel. Let's quit talking about it and let's be about it because this is exciting. Let me flip you around and show you what we got. Boom. We'll start you out back here. Get you some of that. And you already know it's a Dodge, baby. Now, a lot of you are going to know this car the minute I turn the corner. And yes, they come from our friends down there at Sleeperdude. I was so excited that he offered this up for sale to me. I cannot wait. And hey, look, I want to thank him a ton. All right, let's get into it. 1955 Dodge Royale Lancer, right? Very cool. Even back in the 50s, the Dodge had 85 freaking names for everything. But anyway, this thing is absolutely sick. I don't really care for the 22s or 24s or whatever in the world's on this thing, and that's fine. These are going to go anyway. Finish going on around. I do have the hood for it, sitting right here. Weighs as much as that car does. Beautiful. Look at that trim. Good night of living. We are missing a few pieces. She's got a chipped tooth, which is fine. I've got a surprise for you on this later, but we're not going to do it in this episode. I love this right here. Owl Holler. That is sick. She does need a windshield, which we do have. Again, I'll explain that later. This thing's just, it's awesome. I love it. She does have a little bit of rot, which isn't that big a deal. The important part is the frame is solid. The frame is like a 6x6 underneath there. One down each side, right? Is that not the coolest V8 badge you've ever seen in your life? But I love it. We're going to dig into this thing. I don't know if I can get it with one hand. I really had to put both thumbs behind it a while ago, but we're definitely going to have to jizz those up a little bit. But we're going to get in here and we're going to clean this thing out today. We're going to see what all is here. And I have already purchased some stuff for this car because I've known about it for the last few weeks. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Cannot wait. Oh, let me show you the powertrain in here. Those of you who watch Josh's channel, you already know. And if you're not watching Sleeperdude, what are you doing with your life? Head on over here to Sleeperdude, sub to their channel. They have the best family content on YouTube, hands down. All right, so this is what we're working with, which is absolutely nothing. Look how solid this car is. It's crazy. All the aprons are good. The firewall is good. We got a little bit here on the battery box, which is to be expected with any car. But other than that, look at the size of them frame rails. Good night of living. Completely boxed. Perfect shape. This thing is going to be mint. It's going to be an absolute blast to work on. And we've got all the room in the world for activities in there. Good night. We've got a few options. We'll go over that here in a little bit. One of them right there on the stand. And then we could go with Homer's Hemi, which I know a lot of people want to see Homer's Hemi and Homer, including my wife. So we're probably not going to go that route. But we do have a big block 400 with a 727 we could put in here. But we'll go over that here in a little bit. So let me get you set up. And we're going to get inside this old girl. I've got Penny down here, because I hate snakes more than anything else in this world. And I'm not sure if there's any living in this. Besides that, Kathy and the girls were down here the other day, and I'm not exaggerating. They found an 8-foot-long snake skin down here that was about as big around as a Mountain Dew bottle. And I know some of you are kind of like, that sounds like a stretch. No, it's not. I'll put a picture right here on the last one we caught down here. Because, you know, we got a 5-acre lake down below my hill here, and they're full of like black snakes, and then eventually they make their way up here, and we have to, you know, exterminate them. But anyway, let's get into this thing, and let's see what we got, because I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't looked at it. I don't have the slightest idea, and I'm ready to get into it. So let's get you set up. All right, let's get the circular file cabinet, aka the trash can. And I did get it emptied, so we don't have to play trash Jenga, at least for today. I think we're gonna go ahead and start in this trunk because, you know, you could fit 6 or 7 humans in that thing, you know, the old drive-in days. And I'm sure there's a couple things in there. So let's go through this first. Let's see if I can push this button. Oh, wait a minute, did it come? Oh, hold on. Did it come now? Oh, good night. All right. Well, we got some dinner plates. We'll wash them right up and have Kathy put supper on those tonight. We got a trans cross member, maybe? Not sure. Spare tire. That's always awesome. Electric fan. I'm almost scared to death what's living under that blanket. Got some horns. All right, let's get you set up and let's get in here real quick. Oh, mercy. All right, guys, I'm going to shoot you straight. So help me. If there's a snake in here, you're going to see me scream like a schoolgirl. All right, let's go. I don't like snakes. I don't mind snakes if they're 10 feet away. I don't like walking up on them. You reckon this is fine china? Let's just take a gander at it. That's going to break. Let's see what this says. Put my fog lights on. Made in America, home discoveries. Not sure. This is going to be loud. Oh, get some. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to save on this. Save on these. Oh, please, love of God, don't let there be a snake in here. Ooh, hello. Now look, if you're in here, it's your last chance. Send Penny over here so you can all have a chat. We're just going to throw this right on in the trash. No clue, but we're going MSD. We're not going to need any of that where we're going. Some kind of, almost looks like a throttle body type deal for an old carburetor. Supports, we're going to hold on to those till we figure out what them go to. All right, let's see what's under this tire. Oh, good night. Okay, old lug wrench. Well, that's exciting. There's nothing in here. And the good thing is we've got a floor pan, a trunk pan. I mean, it's got some holes in it. Let me get you in here. All right, so here's some of the goodies. We took the horns. I think that's a trans cross member. Some other braces of some sort. Obviously, the spare tire and a lug wrench. But it looks pretty good in here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me get the old vacuum right quick. We'll vacuum this out. And then we'll put the stuff we're going to keep back in here for now and set it on the floor. And then we'll get into that mess up there. Good night. All right, let's get the vacuuming this out right quick. All right, before we get the shop back out, I think I can get the majority of this with a broom because there is a lot of real estate in here. We'll just try to get everything in a pile, take the old dustpan, and then we'll come in with the shop vac and get all the smalls because the shop vac's not going to suck a lot of this up anyway. We both know it. Come on out of there. Man, there's stuff everywhere. Man, it's actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. I love it. All right, let's get this swept up right quick. Come out of there. Probably have a mask on or something, but what we got here? Hey, got a cabinet handle. I think that's what that is. Yep. All right. I was really hoping to be some trim in here. Hopefully there's some more on the inside of the car. Because we're missing most of the trim for the passenger side, which is fine. We've got a plan for that. But we don't know if we have it all. So every piece of trim helps. Come out of there. All right, let's get the shop back. We'll get the rest of it. We'll get you back in here, and then we're going to move to that inside. Got a bunch of garbage up in here. You guys know me, like, you know, other than YouTube, know how I try to keep my shop clean. All right, let's get the rest of this vacuumed up. All right, we need an extension cord. All righty then. Hope there's enough room in the shop bag, because I think I might have to empty it. Yeah, I'm starting to like get the suspicion that this car has been full of mud or in a flood of some sort. Let me show you why I think that. I would have to watch Josh's video back to see if he mentions it, but if you look here, like, that's not metal. It's like dried up mud. It's everywhere. Huh. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to just set you up, and I'm going to go ahead and scrape this. And while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and clean this thing the right way. I mean, look at this over here. Watch. Just mud. All right, well, you know what? It's neither here nor there at this point, because none of this is going to stay here. You know, we're new engine, new transmission, new rear end, new electrical, new everything. Except, you know, we'll leave the original body. So let me get it cleaning this up right quick. Well, judging by the color, it used to be some kind of a bluish color. All right, there we go. Much more better. Got up in here into this undercoating a little bit, but shows the color of the car. That was like some kind of beautiful looking, I don't know, I would say bluish gray or maybe a nice blue color. Very cool. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set everything in here I'm going to keep, plus probably some smalls if we find anything up there we want to keep, and we'll just keep them in the trunk, keep them safe, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and put all this up. Let's get up in there and look around. All right, good deal. We got that stuff set there. Now let's go up here. See if I can get this open with one thumb. Nope, I'm going to have to use two. Hold on. All right. Wow. Okay. Now, this is the first time me looking at this, so we're doing this together. That's actually pretty cool. Love that. We'll have to, like, take plenty of snapshot pictures of this. I might be able to get a local upholsterer here to redo our upholstery in here. Wow, that is so cool. It's a shame pieces of the steering wheel is gone, but that's fine. Look at that dash. That is sick. Yeah, we're definitely going to get here and get that wiped down. I love like the tuxedo interior. You know, the white over black. I bet this was a sharp car back in the day, but oh man, I thought I seen something moving around. You're in there, come out. All right, I guess let's see if we can get these seats bent forward. Let's see if we can get some of this out of here. Man, mud dauber nest for days. Wow. Okay, well, let me get you set up and we're going to get to work. All right. Man alive. Oh, there ain't nothing living in here. All right, now look. We can be friends. Just show yourself so I can get you out of here. Man, that is wedged in there tighter than 2 coats of paint. All right, I'm going to have to go to the other side and try to open that up. Hold on. I don't know if both seats will go up at once or not. Oh yeah, they will. I know the body mounts are pretty rough in here from the way it looks. All right, let's see if we can get you out of here. Try not to tear it up as much as possible here. Make sure there ain't nothing living in here. All right. Set you off over here somewhere so we can clean you out. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Beautiful interior, man. This thing must have been sharp. Okay. Get you out. You in here? Anything? Alright. Boy, that thing is just gone. Woo, doggy. Okay. That really doesn't look too awful bad. What we got here? I mean, I bet this thing was beautiful back then. All right. I guess let me get a light in here on the situation because it is plumb full of everything. Let me get you in here. Get some. Look at what it supports. What is that, a 2x6? Good night. But yeah, there's all kinds of room for activities underneath where that seat was at. And it doesn't look too bad just by looking at it right here. Now, we do have some holes in the floor, which, you know, I'm not scared of yet. So let's just keep going, see what we can find. I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and take this seat out. I probably ought to, but I will never get that out of there by myself. So we're definitely going to have one of the girls, if not both of them, down there to help me get this out. We can try to go ahead and get some of this cleaned up. Spark plugs. Very cool. All right, let's get back to work. Good night. Let's see if we can get some of these acorns and stuff vacuumed up. Wow, guys. Woo! It's definitely the dirtiest I've ever cleaned out. Wow. Dry shit. Get out of there. Filled up the shop vac twice. Not saying much. It's not a big shop vac to begin with. So. Woo! I'm not going to lie to you. Fours in a lot better shape than I thought they were. I mean, for no more than what we're going to be using this for. All right. All right, guys. Well, for the most part, we got the floors all cleaned out. As you can see, we do have some windows up here. But what I'm surprised about is how decent these are back here. I mean, we got a couple little holes there, but not too awful bad. I mean, this section, I mean, is dang near perfect. I mean, dirty, obviously, but turned out good. I mean, look at all that back air is clean. So we'll just have to see what under these front seats look like. But, you know, we'll have to get one of the girls here to help me get those out, if not both of them. This is pretty cool. Dodge. All right, so let me get something to throw up over this seat so we don't get surprised or bit or infected by something. We're going to get in here and take a look at this dash, maybe wipe it down, maybe wipe these windows down, get these cleaned up a little bit. And then, yeah, we've got a mess out here. And then we'll just kind of have to figure out what I'm going to do with the old girl. So let's get something over this seat. All right, I got an old moving blanket here. This ought to work for all we need. Just kind of get it in here. So we got something to sit on. Man, that seat's crunchy. This will at least give us a little bit of a border between the seat and myself. All right, let's get you in here. What I like about this is all the seat stuff is here. So reupholstering it shouldn't be too awful bad. Sure, it's going to be expensive, but it shouldn't be too awful bad. All right, well, now let's get in there. While I'm over here, I'll go ahead and show you this back seat. This is what's left of the bottom. This is where you would sit, and this is obviously where your back would go. But could you imagine that brand new? That tuxedo, black and white, in that entire car? Oh, my goodness gracious. I bet it was beautiful. I mean, all the special tubing around the front, inside. I mean, that thing was gorgeous. That's really not in that bad a shape if it wasn't for this here. That's fine. I think there's enough there where we could, like, take this up and have it reupholstered. I really do. I really do. It's going to turn out sick, guys. It's going to turn out sick. I love it. Let's get a gander at this dash. This thing is sick. Get this steering wheel spun on around so we can get in there. So our amps, our fuel, oil, our temp. Missing a handle there. Let me get my eyes on so I can see what that says. And it says speaker control, front both rear. That's pretty cool. Wiper, lighter. There's our vent. Nice AM radio, just AM. That is so cool right there. Transmission linkage or shifter. Hopefully we can get this to hook up with a modern linkage. That would be sick. What we got here? Air, hot and cold. Defrost in our blower. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. This is just insane. Insane. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get some cleaning stuff and see if we can bring this dash back around. I think that'd be sick. Full-time power steering. Well, that's sick. I love that. Hopefully we can find another steering wheel. I'll have this one refabbed. That would be amazing. This is so neat. Man, I cannot wait to do this car up. I could have swore I seen a set of keys dangling there when I looked in here. If I did, they're long gone now. Might be able to get that punched out and get a set of keys for it. We got here, choke. Very cool. All right, let's see if we can clean this up. It says 24,554 miles. Not sure if that's right. And it goes up to 120 mile an hour. Check that out. It's definitely going to go that fast if we get done with it, assuming it doesn't fall apart. But anyway, let's get to wiping this down. Very cool. All righty then. Now, in my opinion, this is the best cleaner ever was until, you know, they ruined it by diluting it down. But let's throw a little bit of simple green on here and see what this does. Just let it kind of soak in here a minute. Definitely ought to do something for that steering wheel. Absolutely love this car. Josh, thank you very much for offering it up to me, sir. You know I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's gummy. Gummy. I'd have to do that 8 or 10 times. Gnarly. Might have to kind of wet sand that down. I'm not sure. I want to be careful because I don't want to break nothing either. You've worked on these old cars like this, you know you can get something snagged up in a rag in a hurry. And then snap. I don't want to pretty this up or paint it or do anything. I'd like to leave it 100% alone. You know, just clean all the mouse pee and all that other stuff off of it would be perfectly fine for me. And I was kind of hoping that'd pretty up a little bit better than that. But hey, you know what? That's fine. She's earned it. She's earned it. Oh, yeah. Getting there all deep like. Yeah, get some modern stuff in here. This thing like right now. Wonder what that red light's for. Anybody? Want to figure that out. Not gonna lie to you, this is my first 50s car. My first ever 50s car. I owned plenty of 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, newer cars, but never a 50s. But like I said, I've always wanted to build like a rat rod-ish type car. You know what I mean? We'll put a really nice engine in it. Really nice transmission, rear end, drive shaft. Try to save all these original switches, but put modern electrical in them, which would be cool. You know, so we'd have radio. I couldn't care less about AC or heat even. But, you know, if we can somehow figure this shifter out to work with it, that would be sick. If not, we'll put a 4 shifter down here and that'll just be for pretty. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, well, I wonder if these
windows will clean up on the outside. Of course, we're going to need a windshield, but we can try to dollar up a little bit. I can't imagine what would be under this headliner. I'm sure I think these had bows that held them in place. Not for sure. But we've got a lot of work to do. This isn't going to be anything that's really quick. But it'd be a nice little project on the channel when we've got other stuff that's kind of waiting on parts, right? So we still got to get Homer 3.0 in here. Get going on that. And then, of course, we got to finish Monzilla, Shirley. And then Noisy Cricket and Grim are both down for the winter. Except for upgrades, but that'll be in a little bit. We need to get this seat out of here. This is going to tell us everything. The rest of this stuff, we'll have to work on the body mounts, get some support there, fix these floors. I've already got a killer idea for these seats and the rest of it in here. I'll show that to you guys in a later episode. But anyway, let's see if these windows will clean up just a tickle. Love that dash.
Here's the last window sticker that I can find, and it is November of 1974. That looks like a 4 to me. So that's been off the road, what, 52 years? 52 years since the last time this was stickered. If I'm doing the math right, y'all can use your calculators and figure it out. But yeah, crazy. 52 years. It's neat that that's still on there, actually. I love it. All right, let's see if we can bring these back around. See if they'll clean up. This one here's got the fog already in it. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that out of it or not. Might be able to. No, I don't think so. Ooh, good night. I think it's going to be perfect either way. We'll do a little bit of cleaning on it. Get it safe, especially getting the girls in here with me and stuff. Oh, man, that's coming back around. Might have to get some Quad Zero steel wool to help out, but yeah. That's not too awful bad. You can see this film here. Oh, yeah, that come off. There we go. Man, look at the trim. They just don't make it like this anymore. Back when people cared and took pride in their stuff, like these mirrors. Sick. I love it.
Let's see if we can bring this back glass back around. Boy, it is gnarly. We'll do like a half and half type comparison deal. See what we're working with here. Oh, yeah. We are definitely going to have something to help with that. Didn't even touch that mold. All right, hold on. We'll fix this little red wagon. Let's spray some more back on there right quick. I really don't want to take this out and pressure wash it. I don't want any more moisture in this steel than it's already there. All right, let's get something else to help with that. Let's try a little bit of green Scotch-Brite on top of all that. Stay. Well, they're both just going to come on now. Gee whiz. All right, stay down there. All right. See if this will bring it around. Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be the ticket. I want to keep plenty of glass cleaner on here, though. I don't want to scratch that glass up. What do you guys think we ought to put in here? Small block or big block? I don't think the Hemi's going to go in here. I don't think we're going to be able to agree on that. We might be able to. We'll see. So you want to do Hemi? Let's see, 426. I think that'd be cool, myself personally. Oh yeah, that did the ticket. Probably have to do it. Look at that. Good night. That's just like after taco night. And I know you all know what I'm talking about. Woo! Good grief. That's still coming off very gnarly. I love it that the glass is still nice. Yeah, we'd have to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub on that. Let's try the other side. Wow. That's nasty. You can see that glass has the fog in it too, which is fine. I don't care. We'll leave it in there. As long as we can somewhat see out of it. See what this is. Oh, we'll just go ahead and get this trim too. Be real nice and easy with it. Nice and easy with the old girl. Not putting a whole lot of pressure, just enough to work that stuff loose. We don't want to put anything in the glass or trim. Take a little more time with this side. Get some. Alright, let's wipe that down and see. Ah, goodness gracious. Get down. Get down. Woo-wee. Wonder how many years worth of sludge that is. Even brought that trim back around. Yeah, we'll do that a couple more times, plus on the inside as well. And that ought to bring it back around perfect where we can use it. Sweet. All right, cool, guys. I appreciate you watching this short little video. I've got the dirty Dodge sitting back here just kind of put away for a minute. We're going to have to get his new engine ready. New transmission. Obviously, that's going to be a 727 from our friends up there at Cope Racing Transmissions. Going to check on that rear end. It should be okay. The car originally had a Hemi. And if you guys want to see Josh's video where he found this car, went through it, pulled the engine, and he's putting it in a gnarly little Model T, I'll drop a link to that video in the description along with Sleeperdude's channel. Make sure you go check that out. Drop them a sub. You know, tell them BRG sent you over in the comments. Show these guys some love. They've been really good to us here lately. Why these guys aren't at 1 million subs on their channel just blows my mind. A family-friendly automotive channel, and Josh is so knowledgeable, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. But go drop them a sub, show them some love. But anyway, you know, he's going to sit there for a little bit while we get some parts together, and let me show you what we're going to do here next. Man, I got to get this absolute boat anchor of a hood over there and put on the dirty Dodge, but I'm going to need a hand with that because that thing weighs a ton. But in the last video, I asked you if you want to see Monzilla or if you want to see Shirley next, and with overwhelming response, everybody wants to see Shirley. So that's what I'm going to do here for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for the next episode. We're going to get her out here, and we're going to start blowing her apart and then putting her back together with all new parts, new filler panels, new trim, new pieces that we've ordered, some engine parts, and then get her ready for paint and a new vinyl top. But anyway, you guys know the deal. I appreciate you watching. I am so excited for the Dirty Dodge build. It's ridiculous, but I got to button up some of this other stuff first, and I got to get Homer 3.0 in here for the winter and his 426 Hemi, unless we kind of cheat a little bit and put it in there and then throw a big block in Homer 3.0. But anyway, you guys know the deal. I love you. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you watching. BRG out.